Lego trains, they have been an iconic part of the Lego company since the beginning, and over the years Lego has made many iconic trains. However, as of 2023, there is no dedicated trains theme, leaving many Lego trains fans disappointed. Today I will showcase why Lego desperately needs to create a dedicated trains theme as soon as possible. Back in the day, Lego used to have many trains, and not just train proppers, they used to have many accessories and even coaches and wagons that were sold separately. We had many iconic trains from these times. In the 90s, we also had other many awesome trains, including the Metroliner and this red crocodile locomotive. By the end of the 90s, the Lego trains were starting to look a bit weird. We had this Mr. Freeze train and this train that doesn't really make much sense. Sure, they were nice to play with, but they were not realistic. Lego has had train themes in the past, like My Own Train. My Own Train was released in 2001. It featured wagon, coaches, locomotives that were sold separately. There were even whole sets available for those that wanted to get into the hobby. Additionally, My Own Train used the power of cyberspace to allow customers to choose what color they would like their trains to be. And even better, My Own Train had some great classics like the Santa Fe and the BNSF. And yes, the Santa Fe had the coaches sold separately. So let's see what we can learn from My Own Train. We have individual coaches and wagons that should be sold separately. We have iconic trains, and we have starter sets for those that want to get into trains. Now, let me show you why Lego needs to do a dedicated trains theme. There once lived this guy. He had a Lego city with everything you could imagine. Yes, even old sets. However, he felt as if something was missing. One day he found out about Lego trains and how they could provide that extra touch to the Lego city. So he decided to add one to his city. The Lego train was awesome. It added a bit of kinetic energy to his city. However, there were some problems we'll get to later. Adding a train to a Lego city is like adding that extra bit of salt to your soup. We also know train fans that are not too familiar with the Lego hobby. Those kind of people, they like steamy trains. And while currently Lego doesn't provide any steam trains, except if you count the Orient Express, which was a Lego Ideas project that is coming really soon as it was approved. Okay, but what sets should we have on our dedicated trains theme? We need a big locomotive as the main headliner, and we need trains from different parts of the world. I think we could make the main starter set to be a mogul. This 260 would perfectly fit in many scenarios. This set could also have some cargo accessories like a mail car and other stuff. This would work as our starter set. Next up, I think we need to have a big train that's just the locomotive. So I propose the Pennsylvania Royal Road GG1. It's all good game. Sorry for the pun. This can attract Lego train fans to the theme and train fans in general, as they see that the Lego company can make awesomely detailed train sets. This is a great locomotive and an iconic one at that. What other sets could we have for a dedicated trains theme? Well, we need to look outside the world of Lego. I know guys, it can be a bit scary, and go into the world of model trains. Model trains are a thing of fascination, from big scale sets like G-scale to small Kato sets that can fit almost anywhere. But what type of sets do these companies sell? Well, most model train companies have starter sets for younglings and people wanting to get started on the hobby. But what they also do is that they have locomotives sold separately, and even better, they have wagons and coaches sold separately. And that is the thing, these are super detailed guys. So imagine if Lego had something like this. Let's go back to our theme. So we have steam locomotives, an iconic train, so I think we need more steamy trains, maybe some kind of German locomotive, and we could also have the Olomana Museum steam locomotive. This is an iconic Hawaiian train. It is a small 042 locomotive that could fit almost anywhere and be more affordable. It was originally used to haul narrow gauge trains on sugarcane plantations. versions, originally built by Baldwin. They could also make licensed sets themed to different intellectual properties like Lionel does. LEGO already had the Disney train, so how about we make a Casey Jr. train? Okay, but I haven't even got to the best part. What if we had individual wagons? So let's see what model railroads have. They are cargo and passenger cars. So let's start with passengers. We obviously need some kind of Wild West style coach made of wood, cardboard. Yellow and green options should be available. We would also need those Buddy steel coaches similar to the Santa Fe and the ones that are still used by Via Rail. We obviously need a dome car and an observation car. We also need European passenger coaches so the people from Europe don't feel left out. Maybe we could have the iconic Swiss High-Fin Railway, as Leute, though this would need to be licensed, which is kind of hard. They could also have the old British passenger coaches. And how about cargo? What could we have for cargo? Cargo is more about what you can do with it rather than its aesthetics. And after looking for many model railway cargo trains, I figured the following. We need a construction duo with a crane and some kind of debris wagon. We also need a cargo container to transport it to maybe a truck or something else. And some kind of livestock transporter, though don't tell that to Peter. Okay guys, we would also need some kind of tanker and some kind of closed cargo transport, whatever you call this. One more thing are those extra details that every model railroad needs, and those are accessories. LEGO used to have the extra theme and it was fantastic with light poles for instance, so why not bring that back with catenaries and signals so that you finally have something to connect your pantograph to. Now companies like Märklin are making more affordable, accessible set for younglings, even including some international brands like Tali and the Train à Grande Vitesse. So I think LEGO has an opportunity there that some of its quote-unquote competitors are already onto. For the next thing, we need to go back to the story. Our guy had built the most beautiful train tracks, but he quickly found out there were some problems. First, usually model trains have different track widths to have larger curve radius. Unfortunately, LEGO only has one. Now, for the track switch, it bends inward, so the train can only move in that direction and not out. Additionally, LEGO would need to make more train track switches like model railroads do. There is already a company that does that, Brick Tracks, and they have what LEGO needs to make a proper train theme. Now, there's only one thing left. Should LEGO bring back 9V? Back in the day, the trains received power from the tracks, similar to model trains, but after the end of the early 2000s, LEGO switched to plastic and power functions, which takes up a bit of space. Now, I'll leave this to you guys. Should LEGO bring back 9V? Let us know in the comments below. This is how a LEGO trains theme should be done, and there would be many benefits to do such a thing, as with my LEGO City. A train makes it so much better, and by making more trains, LEGO do have more happy customers. So, what can you guys do about that? Well, as a LEGO fan, we need LEGO to realize that there is a market for trains, and what better way than LEGO Ideas. So I encourage you to support these LEGO Ideas projects, and I have done an entire videos about that, so click this video on the screen right now.